Hi everybody, hope you're doing marvelously well. I'm very excited because today Waves have released a plugin called Kaleidoscope. You're like, Waves is always releasing plugins. Yeah, they're always releasing plugins and they're always cool. This one though might be exactly what I have been asking for the last few years. And that is a plugin that has a really, really good phaser on it, a flanger on it, a chorus, and a tremolo. There are plugins that do kind of good jobs, but nothing that I'm totally in love with, so fingers crossed. Waves have gone out of their way to model some of the best and most famous units, so this is going to be quite cool to hear. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit the like button, and if after you've subscribed, you can hit the notifications bell, and it will notify you when we have another video. Okay, so you just heard me talking about Waves going out of their way to model some of the most famous units. Well, these are the units. DeArmond 601 Tremolo Control, which was designed in 1941. It is the Fender Tremolux and the Fender Vibralux, which were made in 55 and 63 respectively. Of course, possibly the most famous, the Eventide instant phaser model, PS101, which came out in 1972. That phaser in particular I love because it's on some of my favorite records of the early and mid-70s. Of course, the MXR Phase 90, which came out in 1974, easily the most famous phaser pedal ever. Then, of course, the Eventide instant flanger, made in 1976. The Boss CE1 Chorus Ensemble, which I actually own one of myself. And last but no means least, the 1977 pedal MXR Phase 100. These, of course, are all the most famous units in their respective fields. The CE1 is the sound of chorusing for me. So I'm very, very excited. And of course, Fender Tremolux and the Fender Vibralux are undoubtedly the sound of tremolos. So throw in the Eventide instant phaser, and I think this could be the most amazing plugin. Let's see if it lives up to what I want it to. So we have a song here from Little Empire with Lily Lewis singing. You've got your other one, the one that you go to. Let's go and put the phaser on the guitars and just see if we can get some movement. The other day I was listening to the Rover, which sounded to me like it had an MXR phaser on it. It could have been an Electro Harmonix one, but just a great Jimmy Page riff with the slide. And you hear when he plays the chords, descending chord line, you hear the phaser moving really, really slowly. Then, of course, you hear it in Eddie Van Halen's first couple of albums. I mean, the guitar playing, you just hear that MXR phaser on it. So I want to try it on the guitars here. So we can choose two effects at once. We can feed them into each other. I've got a phaser default here and a flanger defaulting, which is just, I don't know. Let's just press play and see what we got. I'm going to bypass it. Back on. You know, I instantly just like that. I see you can turn them on and off here. You know, I'm just going to get too carried away with this. So we're just going to listen to the phaser. For those of you who don't know, the phaser takes an input signal and it splits it and applies an all-pass filter to the second signal. By adjusting the cutoff of the all-pass filter, the phase changes at very specific frequencies. So when you put the two signals together, the phase differences result in a whistling, phasey sound. And in this, the phasing is controlled by adjusting the minimum, maximum, and Q settings of an all-pass filter. So let's try that. Here's the minimum and maximum. I mean, it's already fantastic. Try the resonance. It's fantastic. I want to hear it on a funk guitar. There's nothing better than phase on a funk guitar. Oh, yeah. Love the illustration above here. All right, I'm already digging this now. I'm going to turn it off. Put on the flanger. So the flanger takes the input signal and delays it by a short amount. This delay signal is mixed back in with the original, and it causes certain frequencies to be in and out of phase. The delay is modulated, so its in and out of phase frequencies are constantly changing. So it's pretty interesting because, of course, it's across the whole area where the phaser, of course, is on specific frequencies. I love this. Nice illustration above there. Together. I mean, I'm probably getting carried away. Bring the mix down a little bit. Let's pan it back to where it was. Easy to get carried away. It's so good. Now I just want to copy that over to the other guitar. And why don't we try on the other guitar, the other two effects. So we've got chorus and tremolo. So we're just going to listen to the chorus first. Now, obviously, with the chorus, it's like you can have multiple delays mixed back in, and then they're modulated with an LFO. Unaffected. Affected. I love that. It's so wrong in all the right ways. Okay, let's turn on the tremolo. It's quite slow. I don't think we need the tremolo on this part. It doesn't make any sense to do that, but it's kind of fun. But what I do want to try is what this drive does. Fantastic. So let's move over and try the plugin on some other things. This is like just the beginning. Guitar-wise, absolutely love it.
When my hands are full, you've got a right to love, but this isn't right by me. I can feel you hiding. I can see through it now.
It's taken a couple of ordinary eighth note guitars and just made it more exciting. Really, really great if people hand you DIs and you're trying to make something sound a bit more interesting. So I've gone to my backgrounds here, which I've got grouped together. So let's just open this up on the background sub itself in default.
Backseat, lay me down. I ain't no sleaze that you found. Think you're gonna pull your socks off. Forget it, boy, won't get your rocks off. Backseat, lay me down. I ain't no sleaze that you found. Think you're gonna pull your socks off. Forget it, boy, won't. Backseat, lay me down. I ain't no sleaze that you found. Think you're gonna pull your socks off. Forget it, boy, won't get your rocks off. Backseat, lay me down. I ain't no sleaze that you found. Think you're gonna pull your socks off. Forget it, boy, won't get your rocks off. Oh, 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 oh. backseat, lay me down. I ain't no sleaze that you found. Think you're gonna pull your socks off? Forget it, boy, won't get your rocks off. Backseat, lay me down. I ain't no sleaze that you found. Think you're gonna pull your socks off? Forget it, boy, won't get your rocks off. Oh.
Is it before?
Backseat, lay me down. I ain't no sleaze
After.
that you found.
It's completely wrong. Let's see what it sounds like in the track.
Backseat, lay me down. I ain't no sleaze that you found. Think you're gonna pull your socks off? Forget it, boy, won't get your rocks off. Backseat, lay me down. I ain't no sleaze that you found. Think you're gonna pull your socks off? Forget it, boy, won't get your rocks off.
Makes a very ordinary background sound so much more exciting.
Backseat, lay me down. I ain't no sleaze that you found. Think you're gonna pull your...
So we've got a pair of heavy guitars. And we've set up the trigger on the phaser and the flanger here. So you've got these two trigger sections here, trigger 1 and trigger 2. We took the snare track here. If you notice, look at this kaleidoscope image here, hence the kaleidoscope, and you'll see it's glowing with the snare hits. So now it's going to trigger the effect of the phaser and the flanging just from the snare. Let's put in the guitars and have a listen. Increase the drive. I like this, the BPM default set. It's just a great idea. Now, what happens, the effect is being triggered, as you can hear, by the snare, meaning we can do fun things. We can add this kind of effect, I don't know, on a vocal. You know, trigger it from any kind of rhythmic part here. It's got two settings, rhythm and energy. If I go onto energy, let's see what it does. It's lasting a heck of a lot longer and being a lot more, I don't know about aggressive, but it's sort of, it's tweaking it out a little bit. If I go back to the rhythm setting here. Yeah, much, much shorter. So really great addition. Being able to trigger the effect from other things and rhythmically, obviously, those are really, really cool. Now, originally on this track, I created a tremolo here on the bass. So I'm going to undo this. Let's have a listen to the song now. Okay, we'll put on the kaleidoscope here. It just sounds so good with the effects straight away. There it is. I'm keeping the phaser on. Let's drive it harder. I think everybody should put tremolo on bass guitar. Absolutely fantastic. So I kept the phaser on and added the tremolo. So I got this cool, kind of very compressed guitar line. I did this actually with Brian Colstrom, God rest his soul, great engineer. I recorded it over at his studio a long, long time ago, those guitar parts, with his beautiful Gibson. And that was going through a Summit mic pre and Summit compressor. Let's turn off the phaser. Let's set up the chorus. Here we go. Ah! Turn the width up, depth up. So many settings. Different modulators here. Random. So good. You know me. What's my favorite word? Wrongify. I think I want to put the tremolo on here. So now I've got the phaser on with the chorus, which sounds like this. And they're running in series, so the phaser is running into the chorus. So you've got the series parallel here. If I click this on, now they're running in parallel. Hey! Crank up that width. Before. After. Bring the output down a little bit. Oh, I love it. She's a guitar player. We obviously love our pedals and everything, but being able to add this kind of stuff afterwards is so much fun. Take the effect off. Boring. Put it back on. Fantastic. All right, so now you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab the master fader and I'm going to put it on the master fader because there's nothing better than a whole mix going through a phaser. All right, instant Jimi Hendrix. I mean, so what I'm thinking here, I'll take the speed on the phaser. So much to choose from. Effect to speed, add. And then I am just going to put a master bypass on there as well. So I'll turn up the output a little bit here. Okay, so on the outro of the chorus, we're just going to try some silliness. going into the bridge. So get that section there. So first of all, we're going to turn it off. Then we're only going to turn it on there. I love this stuff. Now what we're going to do is have it go super fast there. Totally insane. Okay, I just love messing with this stuff. This is how you can get creative. All right, so I've got this now at the very end of that section. Let's see how insane it is. This is over the whole mix. Quite silly. I think I'm going to try even shorter, so it's just on that drum fill. Just for complete silliness. Here we go. I mean, we could just put it on the drums only, but, you know, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it on for that whole out section there. Yeah, it just goes with the total insanity of this song. I mean, it's this kind of creativity that I absolutely love. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring that whole section down. Just make it really dramatic. I love these kind of effects. There's something really, really cool, especially when you're working, I suppose, in a rock format or in an EDM kind of dance format where you've got lots of competing things going on, being able to take elements and twist them and turn them. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. So yeah, there's going to be links to go and check it out. I believe that they are probably doing a really, really cheap deal when you first buy it. They always do. They always launch these super inexpensively. So go down there and check it out. Let us know if you try it, download it and try it out. Let us know what you think. Thanks, Waves, for sending it over so we could test it out. I love the sound of that phaser and flanger. The chorus is wonderful as well. Tremolo, great. It's going to have fun trying out all kinds of different things. We've really just scratched the surface. All right. Have a marvelous time recording and mixing. Please leave us some comments and questions below. If you have phasers and flangers and choruses and tremolos that you like, please let us know. But I do love the fact that this is all in one. As soon as it went over to the parallel, that really got exciting as well. But obviously you can run it series from one effect into another. You can run those parallel. You can have all kinds of fun. Have a marvelous time recording and, of course, mixing with modulation, effects, and tremolos, and all kinds of other things.